This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. If you don't have the Odyssey app on your phone, on your tablet, on your whatever, you got to get it, man.
Yeah, baby.
It's got all the audio that matters to you. I mean, really, there's just so much awesome audio on the Odyssey app, including, of course, KISW. You can listen to us live, listen to all the podcasts, all the music, the news, the sports, anything that moves you, man. And, of course, a brand new year, which is brand new BJ Shea Geek Nation episodes.
Oh, look out. You guys.
Oh, yeah.
What's the big talk this week? Is it Star Wars?
Of course. It's Star Wars.
Boba Fett?
Of course, yeah.
Is it Boba Fett?
There will be some Boba Fett.
Yeah, baby.
There'll be some Spider-Mans. Oh, yeah. There'll maybe some Matrixes.
Yep.
Or Matrices.
Oh, yeah. Matrices? I don't know.
I think that's the way you're supposed to say it. Every Friday, Monday, and Wednesday, new episodes of BJ Shea's Geek Nation, which you can get on that Odyssey app. And download it today, man. That's AUDACY Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser. It is time for Beat Mix.
And it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Sploosh. And yeah, the Kraken aren't playing this week, but
They're not playing tonight. Nope.
Probably Monday. Is the next scheduled game that might or might not happen.
Oh, I hope it gets canceled.
Why?
Wow. Just kidding. Because Danny's going to Colorado to see his buddy, and they're going to go to the game.
Oh, that's right.
I want that big Kraken win in Colorado, so that way I could be like, ha!
Oh,
and then
great.
he could buy me all the beers. So I hope it doesn't get canceled.
Hope Grubauer gets a shutout that puts him on the path of not giving up soft goals, and it's against his old team.
Oh, is it really his old team?
Yeah.
The problem is that I feel like you're going to go there, Danny, and they're all just going to laugh and go, yeah, hey, good job getting Grubauer. That's okay. You just dance, cheer.
It's okay.
Represent.
You want to borrow my Grubauer jersey?
You should.
I'm so excited to go, though, because
Hell yeah.
my friend is a big Avs fan, and he's been a season ticket holder for 10 years now.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And I'm just like, I can't wait to go and talk smack the entire time.
Win or lose, talk smack.
Exactly.
And if we're losing, get in a fight. Well, don't get in a fight, but hopefully they'll get in a fight.
Yeah, I can videotape it.
Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Anthony in Seattle. Anthony, are you there?
Yeah, what's cracking?
What's cracking? That's it.
Release the Kraken.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Sploosh. For those playing at home, Anthony will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Anthony, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Got it.
King Edward, Laura, and Yukon Gold are all types of what food item?
Potatoes.
Yes. Who played Captain John Miller in the 90s movie Saving Private Ryan?
Tom Hanks.
Yes. Which Italian island is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Sicily.
Yes. Who wrote the 70s horror novel Carrie?
Ooh, Stephen King.
Yes. What is the capital of the U.S. state of Nebraska?
Lincoln.
Yes. What country is the largest producer of tea?
China.
Yes. The crime drama The Wire was set in which Maryland city?
Baltimore.
Yes. A Google is what is a 1 followed by how many zeros?
10.
No.
12.
No.
18.
No. What is the name of Captain Hook's ship?
Ooh, pass.
The Big Bang Theory aired on what network?
NBC.
No.
Fox.
No.
Ooh, CBS.
Yeah! And Anthony gets a 9 out of 10.
Ooh, it's going to be a close one, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a close one because Steve is so far over in the 6 o'clock hour on
Yeah,
BBS.
he is an Owen, isn't he, on this one here?
He's got to figure this out. I mean, at some point, I think the whole world's going to start worrying about him if he doesn't pick up a W.
Everyone's worried about you there, Steve, or at least BJ's worried that everyone's worried about your Ofer in the mornings here.
Oh, it's a big thread on Reddit right now.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. Oh man. It's, yeah. A lot of people can't get stuff done. I mean, a lot of governments have shut down.
Yep.
They gotta wait to see how this resolves.
Everyone's listening, wondering whether or not Steve's going to win in the morning on Beat Migs. Are you ready?
I do want to give a quick shout out because we got a text that said, Steve, now that the snow is finally melted and the temperature is above freezing, today is my first full day of school for the 22nd school year, or the 2022 school year.
Deuces.
Do me a solid and kick this person's butt and beat Migs today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Rock on. Love, Mrs. Jones.
Oh, Mrs. Jones. Good to hear from her again.
Miss Jones, win or lose, I do it for you.
Aw. All right, let's go. King Edward, Laura, and Yukon Gold are all types of what food item?
Cheese.
No.
Chocolate.
No.
Gold. Mustard.
No. Who played Captain John Miller in the 90s movie Saving Private Ryan?
Tom Hanks.
Yes. Which Italian island is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Italian island? No. Venice.
No.
Venice Beach.
No.
Sicily.
Yes. Who wrote the 70s horror novel Carrie?
Stephen King.
Yes. What is the capital of the U.S. state of Nebraska?
Lincoln.
Yes. What country is the largest producer of tea?
China?
Yes. The crime drama The Wire was set in which Maryland city?
That was in Baltimore.
Yes. A Google is a 1 followed by how many zeros?
8.
No.
10.
No.
100.
Yes. What is the name of Captain Hook's ship?
The Jolly Rancher.
No.
The Pirates of Bootylicious.
No.
Booty Lulu.
No.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You lose 7 to 9.
No.
Good job, Anthony.
Cannot do this.
Yeah.
Well, I am. Unless you mean win.
Yes.
The world is just this is getting to be a situation.
It is.
Wow,
It
man.
is now a problem.
Anthony, thank you so much for contributing to Steve's problem, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I almost want to give it to him for the Bootylicious or the...
Yeah. The Jolly Rancher, to me, was the one that really, really worked out.
Jolly Roger.
Yeah,
Yes.
you said the Jolly Rancher.
I just loved it because I knew, Rev, and I give you credit, Rev, because had you said any sort of, put any intonation in your voice, he might have realized he said the wrong Jolly.
I legit think, I thought out of my mouth came Jolly Roger.
Yeah,
but
so...
You got candy on your brain, buddy.
Yeah, you
when
do.
don't I?
Yeah. Well, Steve, I can only give you this, sir.
Jolly Rancher is a great pirate ship where they throw candy to children.
Be great.
Yeah, I almost really wanted to give you the win for that answer.
Right, I know.
Somebody said another Grubauer by Steve. Yeah, that was a couple softies.
Yeah, you really. I mean, it's right, man. I don't know what's going on. You were supposed to be the best player here, and so far
You signed a big contract to come here?
Yeah, that's what happened.
It's like with the goalies, man. It's in your brain, and you can't get out of there, man.
You're right. I needed to go see somebody about this.
So you figured out it was the Jolly Roger. The other one that you did not get, King Edward, Laura, and Yukon Gold. Anthony got those correct. Those are potatoes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, no, I wasn't anywhere near that.
Nope.
No mustard and
I guess in a good way, you're not doing a lot of carbs, so that at least that shows that you're a healthy eater.
Well, no, I eat plenty of potatoes, BJ, but I don't ask where they're from or what kind they are.
Well, see, that's how bad I am. I know exactly what those are.
Sorry for your loss, Owen Miggs.
Yeah, man, we gotta. Yeah, you don't watch Ted Lasso, but last season they had to get a psychologist to help out the players. We get back in the game, get their mojo back.
Do we have like a sports psychologist that listens that can help me with this?
We or at least the actor that played the sports psychologist in Ted Lasso. We need her. I mean, we need somebody.
We got a text. Someone said, "Hey, can you get Danny to say Colorado again? You guys have to listen closely."
Oh, I didn't pay attention. Go ahead, Danny.
Colorado.
Did you say Colorado? Maybe.
No. It sounds like he said Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of a rah.
Colorado.
I don't know. Colorado. I guess I do the rah too.
Yeah, Denver, Colorado.
Colorado.
Well, I mean, there is a rah in there. Colorado.
Yeah.
It's a RADO, right?
I don't know what the problem was, but the texter said we need to listen closely.
Oh, well, texter, sorry about that, but
Colorado.
We don't get it. Well, you could say ra, you could say ra.
One texter just said, seriously, we're not going to address this? And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? So I had to click on their text to see what the thread was. He says, how did he get 9 out of 10? He missed one and passed on one, and that's what I heard. So it was 8 out of 10 the guy got right.
Scandal.
Oh, Rev, did you make a mistake?
And a lot of people are texting.
Yeah, he did get 8 out of 10.
You know what?
Still lost. Yeah, you still lost those. That makes that works.
The integrity of this game, of course, as Rev talks about, is impeccable.
I just thought the texter's been probably waiting to see us. Seriously, we're not going to address this.
Wow, boy, that texture's serious. I mean, I didn't realize there was a lot on this line. I mean,
BMX is a very reputable and well loved trivia game, BJ.
I mean, it's well loved. Reputable is a whole other story. They're well loved, yes. I don't know.
Someone said you said Colorado originally.
So I put rad in the word? I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
Or Colo. I mean, Kala. Usually we say Colorado, not Colorado.
Colorado.
Well, Danny does have. I didn't know there was a New Mexico accent, but apparently there is.
Yeah,
it's a bizarre accent. So there you go. I'm sure that's part of it.
Well, the accent comes from all the hatch green chili that they eat. It burned a little piece of their tongue, I think, and it changed the way that they talk.
There you go.
I
like that theory, actually.
You should just say that.
Yeah, I'm going to use that.
Say it with complete conviction.
Oh, go for it, Danny. Yeah, why not? I don't know if you heard this, but there's a well-known celebrity that says that he is still mad that somebody shared a video of him doing karaoke badly 3 years ago. I can appreciate this. That's my nightmare, is having to go up and do karaoke and do it badly. Now, how bad was it for this person? Oh, we've got the audio. You're going to hear it at 7:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. I don't know if anybody's going to feel sorry for Nick Cage, but he said that he had to swear off doing karaoke after a video of him singing Prince's Purple Rain in a bar back in April of 2019 went viral.
Oh, yeah.
And he's very upset about that. He said that, you know what, my privacy was invaded, and he does not like about it. He's talking about that in an interview here.
Well, yeah, for me, karaoke was like therapy. Until someone videotaped my punk rock version of Prince's Purple Rain, and it went everywhere. And I said, I'm not going karaoke anymore.
That is
karaoke. Singing is therapy, I think. Absolutely. Karaoke is supposed to be private. It's like a prayer.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to get videotaped with somebody's cell phone and have it.
Okay.
For
a second, I was like, is he legit mad? It sounds like he's bummed, but I was like, man, you're in front of people. People are going to video. If I saw Nicolas Cage at a karaoke bar, I'm probably going to pull out my cell phone as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there are people though that because he's close to my age.
Yeah.
You lived in a time where that didn't happen, and
right.
So your brain sometimes goes, wow. I wonder just because of the fact that movie stars don't do regular stuff like the rest of us, that that it probably shocked him. Like, what? People actually, who's doing this?
Vicky is because you're a big karaoke person. Is karaoke like therapy for you?
Kind kind of, just because it's going out with your friends. I don't like doing it by myself. I'm not going to go out and by myself to a random karaoke bar. It's the whole experience is therapy because you're letting loose, you're getting drunk, and you're just kind of like, depending on what song you're vibing that night, you're letting it all out and just having a good time.
Oh, it's so terrifying to me. I have yet to do karaoke.
Terrifying?
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I do not want to be up there and have people go, God, you sing like a hinge. You know, I mean, really, I
can't give you a hard time, BJ. I'm right there with you, which is crazy because everyone knows I have such a great singing voice. You would think that I would want to share it.
I'm very surprised.
You think I'd want to share it with the world, but I just feel so awkward because I'm so used to being on stage beyond a drum set, so that's my comfort zone. The idea of being on a stage when it's music based with nothing in front of me seems I feel very naked, and then on top of it, you know, this sweet voice, it would just scare the entire room. I feel.
Yeah, I can go up there and tell jokes and riff with the crowd, but ask me to sing a song and I'm that terrified me.
It's funny because most people I've talked to end up getting more mad at the people who are really, really good at singing. Like, great, now you're going to make the rest of us look like garbage. Thanks. We like the people who don't sing that great or who are kind of like in the middle ground. Those are the people that we like the best.
And you also kind of did karaoke, BJ, when you did it on air.
I did it under duress. Yeah, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to just say this. I mean, you're not going to care, but I had to go through therapy. I mean, I talked to my therapist saying, I've got to do something for my job. This is what I hate about my job. And we had to work through it in order for me to be at some sort of peace with it. But I want to let you know that it wasn't easy for me, and I actually had to pay somebody who's got a nice beach house in the Carolinas because
that's why we did it. They paid us. They're like, you know, BJ's doesn't seem like he wants to come here very much. Can you guys do something that will get him to come back? And we're like, well, we've got the snowman thing or the karaoke thing.
We're good people. Yeah. You guys, you know what? You're helpers, you're givers. But here's the big question. Knowing that Nick Cage is not happy about the fact that this was recorded and played everywhere, we have the audio. Should we play it or should we be nice and honor his wishes?
It's already out there, so we might as well play it. We got to do it for reference.
Yeah. Wow, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I'm opposed to this whole idea. This is very disrespectful that we would try and play. Well, it might be therapeutic for all of us if we listen to him sing.
See, you know what? I gave you guys an opportunity to be good human beings. Danny's sitting there saying nothing.
I'm ready to
Vicky's probably not even paying attention to the show.
Well, it's not like Nick Cage is listening to us.
You never know.
Oh, so that's the idea that I'm sure Nick Cage wasn't listening to all of the everybody's that played his audio back in the day. But all right, you guys, I mean, I'm overruled on this one, and I'm not in charge of the buttons that play the audio anyway. So sure, here's Nick Cage's performance that he doesn't want you to hear.
Purple rain, purple rain. Woo! Purple rain, purple rain.
Why does anyone want to hear that? It's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, now, I wonder if it's because this happened just after the end of his 4-day marriage to Erica Koike. If, in fact, maybe, you know, that meant something. And so he felt like it was really personal, the song he chose and him busting it out. Maybe that's why.
There's something that triggers a memory. I can understand that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I forgot about that.
That's a really good version of Purple Rain.
I couldn't do better. I'll tell you this right now.
So he says that karaoke is therapy. So that's like, is it... They just like there's like a primal release of him singing because he's not. I mean that wasn't good. I mean I don't know if you guys heard it, but it wasn't very good.
It doesn't matter if it's good. If you go out there and you're singing,
you're just letting it out.
You're letting it out. You don't. I mean, you go to a concert and nobody can hear you singing like an idiot. You know what I mean? Usually, unless you get some guy behind you going, "Hey, I really paid good money to hear the band sing. How about you shut up a little bit?"
Or I'm trying to catch a quick video of them performing, and then I go back and listen to it, and some guy overpowering the vocals of the singer.
And that's usually yourself.
Yes, it is. That guy sounds a lot like me poorly singing Pearl Jam.
That's it.
But I can understand how it's a release for him because have you guys ever been really mad and then like a very like hardcore song comes on and you just like yell to like assuming you're by yourself or in your car, you just kind of scream the lyrics out and you kind of feel a little better after the fact.
Oh, yeah, when Sound of Silence plays, I start screaming.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Steve, I have the same response, as a matter of fact. I scream uncontrollably, and I'm angry for a long time after.
Sometimes I'm not even matching what he's singing. I'm just screaming.
Yeah, I sing the expletive-laden version. I don't know if you know that one.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's no lyrics at all from the song, just a lot of expletives. I think we've said a lot about Sound of Silence, haven't we? I'm with you, Vicky. But again, it's in the privacy of my own home. I would not want to do that in front of a bunch of people. So that terrifies the hell out of me. But he's still mad about it. Nick Cage still mad that we just contributed to him being angry about his privacy being invaded by playing his karaoke rendition of Purple Rain.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So based on this, the fact that Nick Cage still upset that there's a video of him doing karaoke back in 2019, we want to know this. We want you to finish this sentence. I know it's dumb, but I'm still mad about blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Finish this sentence. I know it's dumb, but I'm still mad about blank. Your calls, your texts after Audio Slave on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Nicolas Cage says that he's still upset that a video of him doing karaoke back in 2019 went viral. Based on this, finish this sentence. I know it's dumb, but I'm still mad about blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Tom in Auburn. Tom, you are on The Rock.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, Tom. Okay, you know it's dumb, but what are you mad about?
Well, this was about 4 or 5 years ago, but my wife and I took a weekend getaway out to the Olympic Peninsula, and along the way we stopped off at a casino, and within 5 minutes I was up $500.
Oh, nice.
And I could not get her to walk away. She ended up gambling it all away and an extra $200.
Oh! So you were up $500. What was she doing? Was she gambling at a separate table, or she was with you, egging you on?
No, we each went to a different slot machine, and I was doing okay on mine, and I just kind of like, you know what? And I hit the max bet, and I rolled the slots, and I hit a $500 jackpot. So I immediately cashed out for my ticket, walked over to the counter, cashed that out. And I looked at her and said, we're leaving. She said, why? I said, because I'm up $500. She goes, well, keep playing. I was like, no, I'm not going to keep playing. It's $500.
Right.
And I could not get her to walk away, and she ended up gambling away a lot. That 500 and 200 more. We were walking out, and she goes, and I'm mad as we're walking out now when she finally walked away. And she goes, well, that was fun. I was like, no, it was fun when I was up $500.
You know, it is an interesting thing, man. I get your point. It's a very interesting thing when people go to the casino. They just look at it like whatever money they have lost, it's really just what they've spent on a day's entertainment. And you getting the 500 just was probably to her going, oh my God, I'm going to get to stay here longer and have a great time.
That sounds like me. That's my mentality when I don't gamble very often for that reason. But in my opinion, I'm like going with $100. If I leave if I leave with anything more than that $100, that's a massive success. Even if I was like up $1,000 and then ended up leaving with like $200, I'm like, I still won $100.
Yeah, I've always been a businessman going into the casino, which is, you know, first of all, you're playing the slot machines, you win $500. Yeah, there's no way you think you're going to do any better than that. Get the hell out of there.
Totally. Oh yeah, that's why I said I'm terrible at it. I'd be a terrible gambler.
Yeah, but I would be depressed. I'd be just like him. I'd be like, yeah, man, this sucks. We were up 500. That's the goal. You want to go to the casino and be the one that gets the money, not the one that loses the money. But other people, yeah, they just see it as a day's worth of entertainment. Like you paid money to see Cirque du Soleil, you paid money to go just pull that arm. Okay.
Grant, one time I was in Vegas, and I was back in the ecstasy days, and I spent several $100s, and I was doing it not to win money because I was just enjoying the light show that the slot machine was giving me.
Of course you were.
Of course.
Yeah. I wonder, well, you know, in that ecstasy, whatever, what is that thing that comes to Vegas every year?
The EDC?
I wonder how much money they make off of those folks on the slot
machine. That rave was amazing. You didn't leave the casino.
Yeah, you're right.
I had my beats on. I was listening to a little Tiesto and just putting money in, baby.
People come by and they'll give you drinks and everything. They'll give you whatever you want.
This Marshmello concert's incredible. You haven't made it to the Marshmello concert.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. James, you are in Seattle and you are on the Rock.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
All right, James, how about you? You know it's dumb, but you're still mad about blank.
I'm still mad that Howard Schultz sold the Sonics.
Yeah, we got a few texts about that one. That's a tough one, man.
I don't know if that's dumb. You know what I mean? I mean, there's some people who don't like sports or don't care about sports would call it dumb, but I don't think I'd call that dumb. I think that's a legitimate reason to be pissed. And look how many years it's been, and we still don't have a team.
I know, man. I just keep hoping eventually we will. I'm not even the biggest basketball fan, but I just loved having the Sonics here.
That's the only reason why I don't watch basketball anymore is because the Sonics left. But I hear if we get an expansion team that the Seattle is like on the top of the list for getting an expansion.
And the arena's ready for it too, which is cool to know. Like they have the locker rooms, the setup. If they end up, I mean, this also talks of possibly another arena, but if it ends up being climate pledge, at least there's a place already for them, which is the biggest stumbling block when it comes to getting a new team.
James, do you have anybody?
I want Gary Payton to coach the team too.
And I want Sean Kemp to be the medical advisor.
Medical advisor?
Yeah, everything will be CBD, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's got the pot shop across the street from the arena.
Okay, well, I hadn't thought about. I mean, these are all almost great plans. I'm sure. James, does anybody in your life give you a hard time for being upset about this?
No. I still wear Sonics hats almost every day,
right.
And everybody is constantly telling me hey, nice gear, and.
Sorry about that, buddy. That was.
You asked him a question. You hung up on him. You are such a jerk,
dude.
Because be honest, you think it's dumb that he's still sad about the Sonics.
Okay, don't even get me started about how we have to do this whole new equipment thing. Granted, it's been. You want to know what it's stupid that I'm still mad about? Is we can't answer the phones the same way we used to prior to moving into these new studios.
Bro, it's 2022. You got to get over it, man.
I don't have to. This is the topic, okay? I can actually be. I'm on topic.
Talk to your therapist about it, man.
Wow.
You probably will now, Greg.
What the hell? What kind of topic is this when I actually give you the topic and you give me a hard time?
You hung up on a guy.
Because of this stupid phone.
I blame the phone.
I mean, whatever happened to the fact that you can literally press a button to turn them on and literally press a button like there's
That's
a tactile
crazy talk.
button. Yeah. Instead, I got to navigate the mind. And then when you try to get over to the part that hangs up on the guy, which literally is on the other side of the screen, if you do it a little too quick, forget about it. He's gone.
We've always said you're very premature with your hang-ups.
Yeah, I have a premature hang-up problem. There's no doubt about that.
You know, sports is a thing that is coming up a lot, and I wonder if you guys can figure out what's the number one sports thing that people are still mad about, because it was the first thing I thought about as well when we were like, I know it's dumb, but I still haven't gotten over the fact that we didn't run the ball.
Oh, it was brought up this Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to punch the announcers for that, and I like those guys.
Well, it made me wonder if those guys had ever done a Seahawks game before, because it's like, dude, that was a while ago. But it's like, well, maybe it's their first opportunity to actually bring it up since they've probably never done Seahawks games.
I know Akeem Talib has done a Seahawks game. I'm not sure about Gus. But
Gus was the one that brought it up. Yeah.
But it also doesn't sting to anyone that isn't a Seahawk fan or lives in Seattle. Like, for them, it's just a fun conversation because it's it's one of the great what ifs when it comes to Seattle sport or just professional football.
You know what irritates me about the whole idea is that nobody gives credit to the fact that that it was a great play that Bill Belichick knew was going to happen and trained that defender.
For sure.
Yeah, and nobody ever comments on that. It's like, you should have run it. It's like, well, no, that's probably what everybody thought was going to happen, except Bill Belichick. He was the only guy smart enough to realize there's a chance when it looks like they're going to run, they're going to do this play, which, nobody would think they would do.
And also, let's not forget that there was a player on Lockett that just completely screwed up that whole play. Like, he wasn't covering the right guy. There was a few things that led to, it was more than just not running the ball, but it's one of the great what ifs. Like, I wish we could know what would have happened if they did run the ball, because for all we know, they would have just stopped them anyway. And then we'd be like, I can't still believe they didn't pass the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, to me, I think that is a dumb one. Normally I don't give people a hard time for sports, but I think it's dumb to continue to be, questioning that whole play. It's like, look, man, it happened. What are you going to do?
To go even further back, because some people, and I love this one, because you forget about that, before the Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll Seahawks, there was another Seahawks team that did go to the Super Bowl with Mike Holmgren and Matt Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander. And that game is still something that people are mad about because of the officiating.
I am. And I know that everyone tells me to get over it. And I really believe they wanted to have Jerome Bettis go out. I really do. I honestly believe there was a fix on. And look, I know that officials have, in fact, done what they wanted to do to get their way for whatever reason. It's been done, and it's been admitted by athletes over the years. Reggie Jackson's talked about it before, where, he was bribed basically by umpires to do certain things, and or he would never get a ball called the way he wanted. So I really believe it in my heart of hearts that game was thrown for Jerome Bettis. I know that, people probably think I'm crazy, but I really believe that.
There's a lot of people texting still mad about that one as well.
Yeah, I'm very mad about that.
Angry Seahawk fans we are, I tell you. I'm still mad that the Kraken haven't won recently.
Damn, that's what you're mad about, really?
No.
Monday night, it all changes.
Dude, mine is the dumbest. The legit reason. I'm still mad at my parents and my dentist when I was a kid. He promised me a skateboard if I would brush my teeth, and I did, and they never gave it to me.
Oh. Yeah, dude, you know what? I'd be pissed, too.
And when I called him on it, my parents yelled at me.
Oh, that's the worst.
What are you doing? I'm like, he promised me. Yeah, he just said that to say that. Well, then don't say it.
Yeah, see, that's a horrible example.
Screw him and screw Judge Judy, man.
Yeah. What does she do?
She's his brother. And every time anyone brings up Judge Judy, it makes me instantly think of my old dentist.
You mean she's his sister?
That too. I'm so mad I can't even figure out what sibling it is.
Wow. You know what? I didn't even, Vicky, I didn't even get that he said it wrong.
I didn't either, actually.
I get what he meant. I meant they were related.
You're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
No, I understood. That's how I was able to correct you.
Oh, thank you for correcting, because you're absolutely right. It probably was the dumbest thing, and I was just like, wow, dude, that sucks. I hate both of them now.
Yeah, I still think, every time I see Judge Judy, I think of David.
Those answers, man, those are the kind of answers that made me hate my parents. When somebody would say something, go back on their word, I did what I was supposed to do, and then your parents just write it off like, what, are you stupid? You shouldn't have believed them. And I would just go, do you realize how you're setting me up to pretty much hate authority and hate anybody at all who has authority, because of the fact that it's just like, I make the rules, you do what I tell you, and you don't get to actually benefit at all unless maybe we're feeling kind. It was, I hated that. Oh, man, did I hate that. And, well, you know what, Steve, you and I, look at us with our sunny attitudes. I mean, it's still there. I mean, it's still in your life. I mean, how many years ago was that?
I could have been a champion skateboarder.
You could.
I could have been in Bremerton skateboarding with Danny.
Yeah, would have been awesome. No, let's not get crazy. I mean, you know what I mean? Let's not get too crazy with this. We got a mom that made a hilarious video. Well, hilarious for some people. I don't know what the 2-year-old's going to think because, yeah, she's trolling her 2-year-old son. But this video has been seen over 14 million times. And you're going to hear what she did at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases, and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream, the Arctic, frigid, desolate, unforgiving. And without canine companions, early humans never stood a chance. Discover how man and dog learned to thrive together where neither could survive alone in Ice Dogs. Plus,
why would a Nazi major be protecting and saving Jews?
Against orders, against time, the SS major that sheltered and saved thousands of Jews. It's the Good Nazi. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.